Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a review of I'm Getting Married to a Girl I Hate in Class, episode 11. Now, we are now closer to the end. Next week is the last episode. Sad to see the show go on a... sorry. Sad to see this episode go out with a bang. We're getting that point where it's like the ties are in, the heavens open up, and we finally see Akane stepped up as a character. We don't usually talk, we don't usually say this, but here's the biggest question of all time. Who is Akane best girl of the summer? Best girl of this winter of 2025. Honestly, after watching all the rom-coms I've watched and shows I haven't done reviews on, I will say this. In winter 2025, Akane is taking it. And I'm not counting the 100 Girlfriends season 2. If we're going by, listen, if we're going by all shows, Akane is not number one. I'll put Akane probably in the top, probably in the top 5. But if we're talking about new shows that's airing, not returning shows, new shows that aired, Akane is in the top 30. And I'm one of those people who see Akane as a tsundere character. She's defining the definition of a tsundere. We see tsunderes in the past, and Akane is defining the definition of tsundere. Do I feel like she's top 3 best tsundere of all time? No. But looking at Akane, I put her in the top 10. Probably 9 or 10 at the most, because there's a lot of tsundere girls I put over Akane. But the reason I'm bringing her up is because Akane plays a huge important role in this one. And Sato also played a huge important role. Also had an important role in this episode. Yeah, and the gimmicks are still funny as ever, but Akane has developed more ways than one, especially with this episode. So without further ado, let's get right to it with episode 11. Okay, so let me just say this. Let me just start off with this review of this. We are at episode 11, and I literally forgot they don't have contact information. I forgot they don't have contact information. Like, I've been glued to every episode of this show that I literally forgot. Like, wait a minute, they don't have contact information info? And I don't, I lost track of that. I wasn't even paying attention to it. All the drama, all the misunderstandings, all this and that. I literally forgot they didn't have contact information. That's that. I understand. Now, I understand Shisei and Sato had a contact information. I understand Himari and Sato has contact information. But I didn't think they had their phone numbers. So when Akane and Sato, after 11 episodes, finally exchanged phone number, Akane went in. This is the first time she never texts a boy, especially Sato. Sato usually texts Himari, Sato, those kind of things. He knew that normal thing. But in the tsundere life of Akane, she don't have that kind of life. She don't have that kind of text with the boys. So she be texting Sato 24/7. There were scenes where she was texting they weren't even that far. They was 2 feet from each other. She texted. She even texted when she was behind the door. I'm like, yo, that's development. That is so funny. Now, I do like her sister, though. Her sister jumps in, and I think Shushi got powers. Shisei got powers. Shisei, she has powers. She got a power up from eating a pellet that she passed to her. He got a big old power up. You do like some Mario Brothers. You think Shisei plays Mario Brothers? They play video games. I think they play Mario Brothers. Because Shisei just jumped up, jumped down, fed her a pellet, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But the big question was from the first episode is, not from the first episode, I think about 2 or 3. Who is the girl behind the party? Who is that long hair girl? Who's that girl with the long hair at the grandpa's party? Who was that? Now, speaking of grandpa, we haven't seen grandpa in a long time. So grandpa talked to Sato and say, oh, we got to go to your cousin's 70th birthday. Okay, so now we're going to, sorry, I lost the track of this, hold on. Sorry. Okay, so now we're going to the 70th birthday, and now, Sato got to go because it's the family. It's a family thing. Now, Himari don't want to go as well, but this is the first time that we see Himari and Sato being distant from each other. Distance. Throughout these episodes, they've been getting closer and closer, but now they are distant. So this is the first time they're going to be away for a while. Just for away, So now we got to see the cousin. Now we got to see the family, and Shisha is something else. She's like a little doll in that place. I mean, like the maids can't even hold her. Like she was sliding. It's just funny. And then when they got presents for her cousin, for that cousin, her cousin brought up something that I didn't think was possible. I mean, not possible, but it's like it was obvious. She wanted Shisha. She thought Shisha was gonna marry Sato. Now I get it. I get it. They're trolling us because the fact that that spring anime is coming to 2025, and I guarantee you what I'm gonna say is, look at what I'm gonna say. You know that the creator of Rent a Girlfriend, the rich Shinji family thing that's coming out, that's best anime of the spring. And I'm gonna say that with the deepest heart. That's the best anime of the spring. But that's a different topic in another way. Anyway. Also, I do like Akane dressing up in my shrine outfit. It's kind of a reference to the tying a knot with an Amigami sister. Which, by the way, tying a knot with the Amigami sister is reaching its breaking point. But that's here or there. Anyway, going back to Shisha wanting to marry Sato. First of all, I see they trolling. They're just trolling us. They trolling us. First of all, I don't even ship that because they're cousins. I don't ship that. But if you're that type of person who see the writing on the wall thing, I mean, like the domestic girlfriend or the rich Shinji family or Yushoko no Sora, over any route that's possible, okay, you got that. But Shisha blush. Now, this is the first time we've seen her blush like that. We see Shisha as one of the wing women who don't blush. We see her at her finest. We see her at her moments. There are moments that she trolls us in many ways as possible. But to see her blushing for the first time, it was a blush of compassion, a blush of shyness. Like she's embarrassed. This is the first of its time. Now, Akane invited Himari in. Now, here's the thing. I thought after it happened last week, Himari and Akane was the differences. Probably a slap in the face, like some rom-com vibe was, but it wasn't. It wasn't. So Himari and Akane decided to sit down, talk it out. And even Himari got full frontal by texting Sato, because remember, at the time they had a friend. So Himari texts Sato a nude photo of herself, not completely nude, just a towel on that. And Akane got jealous. Now, from a tsundere perspective, she's not jealous, but we all know she is. But even though Sato turned that down, I mean, who doesn't? Now, I know what people are gonna say. Himari is a bad friend. To be honest with you, I don't think she's a bad friend. Sorry. I don't think she's a bad friend. I mean, yes, I know people are going to defend this, but here's the thing. I understand what Himari is doing. She's trying to get closer to Sato. Even though Sato dumped Himari is not giving up. That's that. Whereas, on the defensive side of things, Himari just want to make sure that Akane and Sato are together, even though she thinks it might work, and trying to keep the balance of Akane and Sato relationship there. She's not a bad friend. I mean, like Himari and Akane, they've been BFF all their lives, and it's because of Akane that Himari is studying psychology, all that stuff. So I'm not mad. I don't think Himari's a bad friend. She is not a bad friend. She's not gullible, cheerful. I mean, come on, can't work that out. Now Akane's all by herself, all sad. She think I just, again, this is the first time she felt so distant from Sato. Now Sato, going home. I like Shisha's maid. Shisha's maid wanted to add to a harem. I mean, think about it. Think about this. If you add a maid and a princess, which symbolizes the Shisha, you have a maid and a princess in the bed together, dude. Do you realize the haremness that you could add to the party? Think about this. Akane, Sato. I'm sorry, when I said Sato. Akane, Himari, Shisha, Akane's sister, the maid. Hell, you can even add Shisha's mother, because if you go to watch Shin Memano Testament, and if you watch Shin Memano Testament, Basada already got the aunt. So if you add that to there, I mean, like, oh my God, that would work. But this is a pure rom-com, so it won't go over the top. Plus, I like that maid trolling, calling him a virgin. That was funny. Now, Sato coming home. I can't hate this guy. I never hate this guy. This dude will go to the ends of earth to see Akane. This dude walked 2 hours to get to their house. 2 hours walking. Look, I work 8 hours a day on my feet. Sorry, I work 8 hours a day on my feet, walking. And you got to count the number of times I had to leave, waking up, walking from one train to another, and then leaving from work from one train to another, walking. This guy walked 2 hours straight. I mean, like, you gotta give him love for that. Now he didn't want to leave Akane behind, so that's why he did it. He did it. Not spending the night, but he did it. He did it for her. And then that moment of conclusion hits where Akane said goodnight in that voice. And then while Sato pretending he's asleep, he's like, wait a minute. That's the girl. Don't tell me that's the girl that was. Because you look, if you see how closer Akane had got in the bed, they gotten closer every episode. Akane has been getting closer and closer towards like his back. And you can see that Akane really likes Sato. We already knew that. But the way how it's describing, like her hair, he could feel his hair on her neck, her backside, all that is going towards him. And he's like, wait a minute, that girl's voice, wait a minute, that's the girl, isn't it? And it's crazy because I had a vision, I had a theory on this. I really did have a theory. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. I said I had a theory that the girl in that long hair that he had a vision of, that was her. That was her. Now, I can't, now that the mystery is solved, I hope that Akane remembers that, because, again, there was so many hints in this episode. If you saw the flashback that he had with his grandpa's party, he saw the grandma was there, Akane's grandma. So now it's like, okay, we put the pieces together. The girl with the long hair, that was Akane. I hope my vision's right about that. I really hope it's right. Please, God, make it right. Make it right. Make it right. So I look forward for next week's episode of it. This episode is really good. I can't wait to see next week's episode of it, the season finale, and I'll see you soon.